And we're back at 8:14 with a very special Inside the Game.
Well, it is special. We've been looking forward to this one. Two men, a generation apart, rose to the top of the NFL, even capturing Super Bowl rings. But their greatest victory did not come on the field. It was discovering their life-changing bond.
It's an incredible story. NBC's Kathy Parks sat down with them and here now with their story. Hey, Kathy.
Hey, guys. Good morning. So this is a story with such an incredible twist. You think it's a script straight out of Hollywood. Deland McCullough, now the running backs coach for the Raiders, was adopted at birth and grew up never knowing his father. Sherman Smith, a former NFL player and coach, would enter his life. And from the very beginning, their connection was undeniable. Decades later, they would discover why. For Deland McCullough and Sherman Smith, all roads led to football. Their talents letting them soar as college athletes before launching them to the NFL. Smith capping off his career as a coach for the Seattle Seahawks, and McCullough now the running backs coach for the Las Vegas Raiders.
Ball security tight all day, Sin City.
These two were a generation apart but led parallel paths.
Both of us had great careers at Miami. Both of us in the Hall of Fame at Miami. Both of us going to play professional. Both of our careers end because of knee surgeries, multiple knee surgeries. Both of us, after playing football, get into education. Both of us go to the Super Bowl multiple times. And unfortunately, both of us lose to Tom Brady. Okay?
Their stories would first intersect when 17-year-old Deland got a personal visit from Smith, the Miami of Ohio coach who recruited him and changed his life forever.
The minute you met him, and perhaps maybe after you started working with him, was there anything that felt familiar?
Just the connection.
The statement that I would make to the players as I coached them, I would say, you may not be looking for a father, but I'm going to treat you like you're my son.
Orphaned at birth and later adopted, Deland grew up in a single-parent home in Youngstown, Ohio. Coach Smith became the steady father figure Deland never had. From the highs of reaching the NFL as a running back and later as a coach, to the crushing lows.
In the last preseason game, the last 2 minutes, I get a catastrophic knee injury.
Pep talks from Coach Smith seemed to land at just the right times.
And we just had a great conversation. This is just a setback, for a great comeback.
Deland credits his adoptive and supportive mother, Adele Comer, for raising him. And it wasn't until he was married and a father himself when he began searching for his roots. First, his adoption records led him to his birth mother.
Come to find out, we were only 10 minutes from each other.
Then came the stunning truth about his father.
So I said, well, shoot, who's my dad? And she said, your dad is a man named Sherman Smith.
That's right, Coach Smith, Deland's lifelong mentor, friend, and role model, was in fact his biological father.
And then when you guys met for the first time as father and son, do you remember that moment?
He opened the door and he just opened his arms. He said, my son.
While Smith knew Deland's mother when they were teens, he never knew she had given birth to their child. His unknown bond with Deland and that remarkable surprise decades later was something he could only describe as divine.
There's no way you could write this, all these connections. You just have to believe that this is God's directing our steps.
Comparisons between the two followed them for years before they knew they were father and son. Raiders head coach Pete Carroll, who used to work with both of them at the Seahawks, called them out on their similarities.
It was just kind of spooky. It makes me chuckle all the time. I see the looks, I see the mannerisms. It's just a magnificent story.
A story that began on the field became a book and is now being considered for the big screen.
I want Denzel Washington to play my part.
Oh. You put it out there.
I'm putting it out there, Denzel. I want you to know that. Here it is. I'm in the NFL.
Football brought this family together.
Here's where it all started. February 1991 signing date. Sitting here with Coach Sherman Smith.
And faith is now guiding their steps forward.
That's an incredible story. Yeah, so those family reunions have certainly grown a lot larger since this revelation, and the men say they make it a point to get together as often as possible. And what struck me about Deland was that when he found out, he said he was blessed because he's longed for a person like Sherman Smith his entire life.
It's so beautiful, and the fact that they sort of had that father-son relationship and gravitated to one another the whole time, and then to find out it's biological too.
Yeah.
Oh.
I wonder if they knew somewhere or suspected along the way. There's something different here.
Apparently nothing.
Not at all.
Nothing, yeah.
Wow.
The entire
Well, it's just a cherry on top because father figures come in different packages.
Yes.
So he had that in him.
Yeah.
But to find out that they're biologically related is just like, that's where it's like, this has to be from God.
It's a stunner. I know. I was going to say, I'm with him. It's divine and beautiful.
And a movie.
Yes.
Denzel, if you're watching.
Exactly.
Let's manifest.
Michael B. Jordan, Jamie Foxx. Let's get these guys going.
Yes.
Let's go.
We have the movie right there.
All right. Kathy, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kathy.
That's a stunner. All right. Mr. Roker, what you got?